He can!
Football is a sport replete with moments that leave fans on the edge of their seats, but nothing compares to the exhilaration of the last-minute goal. So in this video, we delve into the top 10 most dramatic last-minute goals ever scored. But before we kick off, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on stories like this. Let's get started. Number 10. Zlatan Ibrahimovic versus England 2012. What does it take to silence an entire stadium with one kick? In a friendly match between Sweden and England, Zlatan Ibrahimovic proved why he's called a footballing genius, with Sweden leading 3-2 in the dying seconds. Zlatan attempted an audacious 30-yard bicycle kick. The ball soared over Joe Hart and into the net, leaving fans in awe. This last-minute stunner sealed the victory and cemented Zlatan's reputation for delivering when it matters most. The power and accuracy in that strike made even the most seasoned football observers question the very laws of physics. But that's the beauty of Zlatan. He thrives on doing the impossible, and in that moment, he did just that. Number 9. Mario Götze versus Argentina, 2014 World Cup Final. Can one moment decide the fate of an entire nation? The 2014 World Cup Final was slipping toward a penalty shootout when Mario Götze pulled off the unthinkable. In the 113th minute, Götze controlled a cross with his chest and volleyed it past Sergio Romero. The goal brought Germany their 4th World Cup title and shattered Argentina's dreams. It remains one of the most poetic finishes in football history. The way Götze calmly controlled Anders Schürrle's perfectly placed cross, followed by the exquisite finish, was a textbook example of composure under immense pressure. The roar of the German fans as Götze slotted that ball into the net is forever etched in World Cup folklore, as it not only secured the victory, but also ensured Germany's dominance in world football. Number 8. Steven Gerrard versus Olympiacos, 2004 Champions League. What happens when everything comes down to one last kick? Liverpool faced Olympiacos, needing to win by 2 clear goals to progress. With time running out and tension at its peak, Steven Gerrard unleashed a thunderous strike from outside the box in the 86th minute. The roar at Anfield was deafening as Liverpool edged their way to a historic Champions League triumph that season. Gerrard's strike was not just a goal, but a moment of sheer inspiration. With the weight of Liverpool's history and the crushing pressure of a must-win scenario, Gerrard produced a goal that reignited hope in the hearts of fans worldwide. Number 7. Sergio Ramos versus Atletico Madrid, 2014 Champions League Final. Can a single header rewrite an entire script? The 2014 Champions League Final was moments away from Atletico Madrid's historic victory. But in the 93rd minute, Sergio Ramos rose like a phoenix to nod in a Luka Modric corner, leveling the score at 1-1. The goal forced extra time, where Real Madrid cruised to a 4-1 victory, clinching their long-awaited La Decima. Ramos' header was the culmination of everything Real Madrid fans had longed for. Atletico had defended gallantly throughout the match, and many thought they had done enough to secure a famous victory. Number 6. Lionel Messi versus Real Madrid 2017 El Clasico. Is there a better way to silence your fiercest rival? The 2017 El Clasico at the Santiago Bernabeu was tied 2-2, and both teams were fighting for supremacy. In the dying seconds, Lionel Messi received a pass, dodged defenders, and slotted the ball into the net. His iconic celebration, holding up his jersey to the stunned Madrid crowd, made this goal an unforgettable moment in football history. Messi's goal was more than just a finish, it was a statement. It wasn't just about the technique or the precision of the strike, but the way Messi managed to hold his nerve in the most high-pressure situation of his career. To score such a dramatic goal against the arch-rivals with the world watching was Messi at his absolute best. Number 5. Troy Deeney versus Leicester City, 2013 Playoffs. How can a missed penalty lead to absolute chaos? In the championship playoff semi-final, Leicester were awarded a penalty in the final minute. Watford's goalkeeper Manuel Almunia saved the penalty, launching a lightning-fast counterattack. Within seconds, Troy Deeney blasted the ball into the net, sealing a 3-2 aggregate victory. The stadium erupted in pandemonium, and the match remains one of the most dramatic finishes in football. Deeney's goal is remembered not only for its drama, but for the sheer nerve required to finish it. The penalty missed by Leicester seemed to signal a Watford defeat, but the rapid turnaround was a reminder of how quickly football can change. Deeney's strike, under immense pressure, completed a narrative that no one saw coming, sending Watford to Wembley in the most thrilling fashion. Number 4. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer versus Bayern Munich, 1999 Champions League Final. Can 2 minutes erase an entire game of dominance? Bayern Munich led Manchester United 1-0 in the 1999 Champions League final until stoppage time turned the game upside down. Teddy Sheringham equalized in the 91st minute, and just 2 minutes later, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer poked the ball into the net. The goal brought United their second ever Champions League title and cemented their place in history. The build-up to Solskjaer's goal was as dramatic as the finish itself. With United fans on the edge of their seats, Sheringham's goal had already sparked belief. But Solskjaer's finish, coming just moments later, transformed the game from heartbreak to ecstasy. His goal was the culmination of a fairy tale comeback that remains one of the most iconic in football. Number 3. Andres Iniesta vs. Chelsea, 2009 Champions League semi-final. What happens when all hope seems lost? Chelsea were seconds away from eliminating Barcelona when Andres Iniesta unleashed a stunning long-range strike in the 93rd minute. The ball flew past Petr Cech, silencing Stamford Bridge and sending Barcelona through on away goals. Iniesta's goal is still remembered for its sheer improbability and importance. Iniesta's finish was a perfect blend of technique, calmness, and a never-say-die attitude. With Chelsea and their fans on the brink of celebration, Iniesta struck at the most crucial moment. His celebration, with tears in his eyes, reflected the weight of the goal, and it was the beginning of a new era for Barcelona, one that would lead to their 2009 Champions League victory. Number 2. Fabio Grosso vs. Germany, 2006 World Cup semi-final. Can a defender become an unlikely hero? With the semi-final lock at 0-0 in extra time, Italy's Fabio Grosso curled in a beauty in the 119th minute. The Italians erupted in celebration as they advanced to the final, eventually winning the World Cup. Grosso's goal was a moment of pure magic, showcasing football's knack for unexpected heroes. Grosso had been one of the most unlikely players to score in such a decisive moment, but the calmness he showed to execute that perfect penalty in the dying seconds was a masterstroke. It sealed Italy's place in the final, and they would go on to lift the trophy in a penalty shootout against France, with Grosso scoring the decisive penalty. Number 1. Sergio Aguero vs. Queen's Park Rangers, 2012 Premier League. Could there ever be a more iconic last-minute goal? The 2012 Premier League title race boiled down to the final seconds of the season. Manchester City were tied 2-2 with Queen's Park Rangers, needing a win to clinch their first title in 44 years. Then, in the 94th minute, Sergio Aguero latched onto a pass from Mario Balotelli and fired home. Martin Tyler's legendary scream, "Aguero," became immortalized, and City's triumph remains one of football's most dramatic endings. The way Aguero controlled the ball and slotted it past goalkeeper Paddy Kenny was a display of unrivaled composure. In a match that had seen everything from QPR's stunning defense to the emotional highs and lows of the City fans, Aguero's goal was the final chapter in a roller coaster story. It was more than just a goal. It was the culmination of Manchester City's rise to prominence as they snatched the title from Manchester United in the most dramatic fashion possible. So what do you think? Which goal left you speechless? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more unforgettable stories and thrilling insights.